Have you ever noticed how one simple scent can instantly change your mood or bring back a vivid memory? Scents are more than just pleasant aromas. They are powerful triggers of attraction and emotional connection. For men, certain fragrances can actually stimulate the release of love hormones such as oxytocin and dopamine. These hormones create feelings of closeness, desire, and emotional bonding that go far beyond what words alone can achieve. Today, we will explore the 5 scents most closely linked with love hormones in men, why they have such a deep effect, and how you can use them to build unforgettable chemistry. The hidden science of scent and love. To understand why these scents are so effective, you need to know how the sense of smell works in the brain. Unlike sight or hearing, which pass through rational filters, scent travels directly to the limbic system. This is the part of the brain that controls emotions, memory, and instinctive behavior. That is why a whiff of perfume can instantly remind you of a childhood memory or make you feel attracted to someone without you knowing why. For men, when certain scents are detected, the brain responds with hormonal shifts. Oxytocin, known as the bonding hormone, increases trust and intimacy. Dopamine, the pleasure chemical, creates feelings of joy and desire. Together, they form a chemical cocktail that makes him feel emotionally and physically drawn to you. By choosing fragrances that encourage these responses, you are essentially speaking directly to his subconscious mind, creating attraction on a level he cannot explain but cannot ignore either. 1. Vanilla. The warm embrace. Vanilla might sound ordinary, but its effect on men is anything but simple. The sweet, comforting aroma of vanilla has been shown to lower stress and bring about feelings of safety and happiness. Men often describe vanilla as a scent that feels nurturing and familiar, almost like a warm embrace. When a man feels relaxed and safe, oxytocin levels rise naturally, creating a stronger sense of bonding. At the same time, the dopamine release linked to pleasure makes him associate you with joy and comfort. Imagine being near him while wearing a subtle vanilla fragrance. Without conscious thought, his body is telling him that being with you feels good, safe, and rewarding. Over time, this association builds a powerful emotional link. Vanilla works because it is not overwhelming. It is gentle, subtle, and deeply memorable. Many men recall moments with a woman by the hint of vanilla they noticed, and that memory lingers long after she has left. 2. Lavender, the calming connector. Lavender has long been valued for its calming properties. In men, lavender does more than just reduce stress. It creates an environment of openness. When stress levels decrease, men are more likely to let down their guard, open up emotionally, and connect on a deeper level. That is where oxytocin comes in. This hormone thrives in moments of safety and trust, and lavender is a powerful trigger. Research even shows that lavender can increase physical arousal when combined with other scents, making it unique in balancing relaxation with intimacy. Imagine lighting a lavender-scented candle on a quiet evening. The fragrance fills the air, lowering tension and inviting closeness. In that atmosphere, a man is far more likely to feel emotionally safe, to listen more attentively, and to experience the kind of bonding that only comes when his body is flooded with oxytocin. Lavender is a gentle but effective bridge between calmness and passion. 3. Jasmine, the passionate spark. If vanilla and lavender bring comfort and peace, jasmine is the fragrance of excitement. Known throughout history as an aphrodisiac, jasmine has an intoxicating floral sweetness that stimulates dopamine release in the brain. For men, jasmine creates a sense of euphoria, romance, and even longing. This is the scent that makes his heart race a little faster and his mind link you with passion and thrill. Wearing jasmine is like surrounding yourself with an invisible aura of attraction. Men may not consciously identify it, but they feel its effect. On a date, a faint trace of jasmine can make ordinary moments feel charged with energy. It builds a memory that stays with him, as if his body recorded the emotional spark. Jasmine tells his subconscious that you are not just comforting, you are exciting, vibrant, and unforgettable. It is the perfect fragrance for moments when you want to shift the connection from friendly to romantic. 4. Sandalwood. The deep grounding. Sandalwood is an earthy, woody scent that connects to something primal in men. It is often used in meditation because it calms the mind and creates presence. In relationships, sandalwood has the same effect. It grounds emotions while igniting attraction. For men, sandalwood evokes stability, strength, and security. When you wear it, the polarity is magnetic. The warmth of sandalwood stimulates oxytocin, creating feelings of safety and trust. At the same time, it activates dopamine, which ties the memory of being with you to reward and satisfaction. The magic of sandalwood is that it blends differently with every person's natural chemistry, making it unique to you. On your skin, it may become warm, sensual, and deeply inviting. When a man experiences this, he feels both calm and captivated. Sandalwood whispers to his subconscious that this connection is both safe and irresistible, creating a balance that leads to lasting intimacy. 5. Rose, the eternal symbol of love. Rose has been the fragrance of love for centuries, and for good reason. The scent of rose directly affects emotional centers in the brain, encouraging tenderness, empathy, and affection. For men, rose increases oxytocin levels, making them feel more bonded and emotionally connected. Rose does not scream passion the way jasmine does, but instead nurtures deep love and vulnerability. When a man smells rose, he is reminded of romance, care, and devotion. This is the scent that makes him want to hold you close and protect the bond you share. Imagine a soft rose fragrance on your skin during a quiet walk or a heartfelt conversation. The emotional impact is profound. Rose has a way of turning ordinary interactions into meaningful, unforgettable experiences. It tells his subconscious that this connection is about more than attraction. It is about love, care, and emotional depth. How to use these scents wisely. Now that you know the 5 scents that trigger love hormones in men, the question is how to use them effectively. The first rule is subtlety. Heavy fragrance can overwhelm rather than attract. The goal is to let the scent become part of your natural presence, not something that shouts for attention. Apply fragrance on pulse points like the neck, wrists, and behind the ears, where your body heat helps release the scent slowly. Use essential oils or candles in your environment to create a mood of intimacy and safety. Picture inviting a man into a room softly scented with vanilla and sandalwood. Without words, the space tells his nervous system to relax and bond. Consistency is another powerful tool. When you use the same fragrance during meaningful moments, his brain links the scent to you emotionally. Over time, he will think of you the moment he smells it, even if you are not around. This creates a sense of longing and closeness that deepens naturally. Why scent can outperform. Words. Words matter, but they pass through the conscious brain. Scent bypasses logic and speaks directly to the emotional core. That is why a man may think of you in the middle of his day simply because he caught a trace of a fragrance that reminded him of you. His body remembers you through the hormones that scent triggered. This is not manipulation, but a natural form of communication. You are connecting with him in the language his subconscious understands. Attraction, bonding, and intimacy do not always come from what we say. Sometimes they are carried invisibly in the air, working silently but powerfully, creating your signature aura. The most effective way to use scent is to choose one that feels authentic to you. Do not think of it as a mask to wear, but as an enhancement of your natural aura. A signature scent becomes part of your identity. Every time he is near you, his subconscious records the emotional state connected to that fragrance. Vanilla might tell him you are safe and comforting. Jasmine might tell him you are exciting and full of life. Rose might remind him of your tenderness. Whatever you choose, let it be something that resonates with who you are. That authenticity is what makes the scent powerful. When your fragrance reflects your personality, it does more than attract. It creates alignment between what he smells and what he feels, leading to stronger and longer-lasting bonds. The lasting power of fragrance in love. Fragrance may seem like a small detail, but in love and attraction, it is one of the most powerful tools you can use. The 5 scents of vanilla, lavender, jasmine, sandalwood, and rose work in unique ways to trigger oxytocin and dopamine in men. They lower stress, increase bonding, create passion, ground emotions, and nurture love. When you use them with intention, you go beyond surface attraction. You create experiences that stick in his mind and emotions that linger long after the moment has passed. Remember, scent is not about overpowering him. It is about weaving yourself into his memory, into his feelings, and into his subconscious. In this way, you become unforgettable, not through words or grand gestures, but through the subtle power of fragrance that awakens his love hormones and draws him closer every time.